Hello, and I welcome you to another episode of The Basics Explained. In this channel, we take complex topics and break them down into easy-to-understand explanations. So let's get started. Have you ever wondered why some days it's scorching hot outside, while other days it's pouring rain? Or why some areas of the world are always cold and snowy, while others are hot and dry? Well, the answer lies in the difference between weather and climate. While these terms are often used interchangeably, they actually refer to two distinct phenomena that play a crucial role in shaping our planet. In this video, we're going to break down the differences between weather and climate and show you why understanding these concepts is so important. Let's start with the weather. Weather refers to the day-to-day conditions of the atmosphere, such as temperature, precipitation, and wind. It's the immediate state of the atmosphere in a particular location, and it can change rapidly. Weather is influenced by a variety of factors, including air pressure, humidity, and the position of the sun. For example, on a sunny day, the sun heats up the air near the ground, causing it to rise and create low pressure. This low pressure draws in cooler air, which can create wind. Weather can also be influenced by other phenomena, such as storms, which can bring heavy rain, lightning, and strong winds. The study of weather is known as meteorology, and meteorologists use a variety of tools, such as weather balloons, satellites, and computer models to predict future weather conditions. Climate refers to the long-term patterns of weather in a particular area. Unlike the weather, which changes day to day, climate takes into account factors such as temperature, precipitation, and wind patterns over a period of several decades. The climate is influenced by a variety of factors, including the Earth's orbit, the amount of solar radiation the Earth receives, and the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the process by which certain gases in the atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide and methane, trap heat from the sun and warm the Earth's surface. Over time, these factors can cause changes in the climate of a particular region. For example, changes in the Earth's orbit can cause long-term shifts in the amount of solar radiation the Earth receives, which can lead to changes in global temperature patterns. The study of climate is known as climatology, and climatologists use a variety of tools, such as historical records, ice cores, and tree rings, to study past climate patterns and make predictions about future climate change. So, while the weather is what's happening right now, the climate is the bigger picture of what has happened and what is likely to happen in the future. Now, I know this can be a bit confusing, so let's think of it like this. The weather is like the individual notes in a song, while climate is the overall melody. Just as individual notes can change rapidly, but the overall melody remains the same. Weather can change day to day, but the overall climate patterns remain the same over a longer period of time. Now understand the difference with the help of this chart. Weather is the state of the atmosphere at a particular time and place, while climate is the average weather conditions over a long period of time. Weather changes from hours to days, while climate changes over decades to millions of years. Weather depends on variables such as temperature, humidity, wind speed, precipitation, and cloud cover. The climate depends on variables such as average temperature, precipitation, humidity, and wind speed. Weather is usually observed at a specific place, whereas climate is observed on a large scale, such as a region or area. Weather changes frequently, while climate changes slowly. Weather is much more difficult to predict because it changes frequently, whereas climate is more predictable because it changes slowly. Weather causes short-term factors such as air pressure, temperature, and humidity, while climate causes long-term factors such as the Earth's orbit, rotation, and tilt. Weather can cause short-term problems such as flooding, drought, and heat waves, whereas climate can cause long-term problems such as climate change. So now I hope you understand the difference between weather and climate, which I tried to explain in simple terms. But in the end, a million-dollar question remains unanswered. I believe this is a very important issue, and it is also discussed too much these days. So the question is, we observe day to day that weather changes are a normal phenomenon. So why is climate change a phenomenon to be worried about? Well, climate change is the long-term alteration of the Earth's climate due to human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These activities release large amounts of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun and cause the Earth's temperature to rise, leading to a range of consequences such as more frequent and severe heat waves, droughts, floods, and the loss of biodiversity. Climate change is a phenomenon to be worried about because it has far-reaching impacts on our planet, including the economy, public health, and the environment. Rising temperatures and sea levels can cause devastating effects such as more intense and frequent natural disasters, food and water shortages, and the displacement of people from their homes. These consequences can also lead to political instability and conflicts over resources. Moreover, climate change is not just a problem for future generations to deal with. We are already seeing its effects today, with rising sea levels, more intense hurricanes, and longer and hotter heat waves. Climate change is not a problem that will go away on its own, and we need to take action now to mitigate its effects and protect our planet. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.